Yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. This is my third one, so here we go. Jesse, before I start, we sat down at breakfast about 2 weeks ago, and I asked you, Jesse, is it all right if I say this or do this? And you said, do whatever you want. Okay. All right. And two, I was watching that video, and Carrie's, your slideshow was great, but who was the blonde kid? Jesse was blonde. I've been friends with you this long. I didn't even know you were blonde when you were little. All right. Anyways, first, obviously, thank you so much for coming. Tonight has already been awesome, and we got the fun part. You know, it's about to come, right? We're gonna dance and have a good time. First, I just want to say this whole last year has gone by so fast. I remember moving in. I just moved in with Jesse about a year ago, and he's been a great roommate. And I remember just seeing all the things that happened, leading up to this moment. I remember him buying the ring. I remember him telling me he's gonna marry Carrie. Sorry. I said, and I remember he hid the ring in his closet, and I remember he'd always go and look for the ring. I don't know if it's because he was afraid he hid it so good that he wasn't gonna find it again, but he would always go and look for it and show me it. So, well, we didn't lose it. We got it. It's right there. I also remember, just hearing the things that happened leading up to the wedding. I remember hearing about the bachelorette party. Which, if you guys haven't heard about the bachelorette party, please ask these girls. Us guys, we tried to beat it, but the only way that was going to happen is if one of us died and went to jail. It's true. You got to ask them about this bachelorette party. It was unbelievable. Bachelor party. Holy cow! Our bachelor party, on the other hand, it was a little more low key. And the thing is I learned a lot about these guys, because this was like the first time I actually hung out with these guys like one-on-one. Usually it was at this epic Super Bowl party that his parents throw every year. Never miss it, ever. And I remember just learning things about these guys. These guys love to gamble. And when I say love to gamble, I'd wake up after a long night out, and these guys are actually downstairs gambling. I don't know if it was still or they woke up super early, I don't know, but they were always down there. And one guy that kind of stood out the most, that if I had to pick a winner of the best gambler, it would have to be my new friend Brent. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. If I had a spotlight on it, it would be shooting on you right now. Now, I want to tell you about one of this guy's bets. And you hear about big bets and you hear about crazy bets. Wait till you hear about this one. This guy bet $20 on a UFC fight. And not only did he bet $20, he bet $20 on the favorite. You know how much he won on that bet? $1.24. He won $1.24, and he actually went up and cashed the ticket. That's how we were having a good time. He won $1.24, I swear. But enough about that. Now it's time for my speech, for me to tell you how Jesse and I met. But Jesse, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell any of you how me and Jesse met. I am going to show you, okay? So obviously, I need anyone, a volunteer from the audience to raise their hand, and who's going to do it? Somebody's got to play Jesse. I'm going to play myself. You, in the back. You, in the back, come here. Come here right now. You are perfect. You are absolutely perfect. This is like the best dream ever. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know what side of the family you're on, but I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so, this is how the story goes. It was a hot day. I remember... It was hot. I just remember that. We just got done beating Rancho for like the 20th time in a row. It happened. And then I remember I was really tired. I must have hit 4 home runs, thrown a perfect game. I don't remember. The story's not perfectly clear in my brain right now. I've been drinking since this morning. But all I remember is all of a sudden I heard a baby cry. And I turned around and I was like, wait a minute. That's not a baby. That's an 8-year-old kid about to get beat up by a bunch of bullies. Could you believe this? So I walk up, and I'm nervous. I'm walking up out of nowhere, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? So obviously, I did the only thing I could. I clenched my fists together. I was so nervous. I clenched my fists together. I put my hand to my mouth and I said, "Hey, Gary, I need help! Come beat these guys up, I don't know what to do." So my buddy Gary came up out of nowhere, and he did the deed. If anybody doesn't know Gary, that's what he does. He does the deeds. Anyways, and from then on, me and Jesse were inseparable. We were best friends. We were the best friends ever. Right? And from there on, we did everything together. We played baseball together. That's when we really grew our bond. We played ping pong. Remember that? Ping pong in his backyard. We ate all his mom's chimichangas in the fridge. They were the best chimichangas ever. I remember we snuck into the movies. He's the one that taught me how to sneak in. I wouldn't even call it sneaking in. I'd call it breaking in. Because that's what we did. We broke into the movies and watched it. What else? Jesse, I'm forgetting what I have to say. But, and now I remember. Back on track. And that's when I realized that Jesse was just the best friend. Just the type of friend where if you get a flat tire and you're 2 o'clock in the morning and nobody else is going to call, you call Jesse because he's the guy that's going to do it. That's the type of person Jesse is. Carrie, that's the kind of guy you got. I promise you. And then came the day he met Carrie. And it was a day that I remember. I remember he called me, I was gone from baseball, and he said, "Drew, I met this girl. She's beautiful." And I could just hear it in his voice. And then I met her for the first time, and right then I knew she was the one. Why? Because Jesse's attracted to certain types of girls. You know what I mean? Like, I've known him this long, I know the kind of girls he's attracted to. He's attracted to girls with really big hearts. You know what I mean? Like hearts. Like they gotta have a big heart. That's what he's got, a big heart. They gotta have a big heart too. You know what I mean? And from there on, I met Carrie, and I realized that she's got the biggest heart. She's beautiful. They're so fun together. So that's pretty much it. Jesse, the one thing I do want to say to you, dude, is obviously this. I brought this. This was really fun. But dude, you may not be the tallest guy, but to be honest, bro, I've always looked up to you, man. I love you. All right.